Good afternoon, everyone. This is PairFect. I am Dina Ventura.
And I'm Francine Marquez. Hello, Dina.
Hi, Francine.
Week.
I know, it's middle of the year.
Yes,
And
yes.
middle
Just
of the
like
week.
that, ano?
Yeah, so this afternoon, I think we'll have a delicious conversation.
Of course, of course. So, let's introduce our guest for today.
Okay.
In today's episode of PairFect, watch the head of the F&B division of MFT Group of Companies who gained his following from his easy-to-learn interpretations of popular dishes such as the ramdon from the film Parasite, I remember that,
Oh.
and the popular Dalgona coffee, as well as his own version of many traditional Filipino dishes. So let's all welcome Chef Edward Bugia.
Good afternoon,
Hello.
Chef.
Chef, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Welcome to PairFect.
Yes, may we reveal where you are?
Hey, I'm in a parking lot.
Chef on the go.
Parang chef on the go nga. Kasi this has something to do with what we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Kasi di ba, like, the food industry has changed so much over this pandemic.
Oo. Parang
but
siyang rubber band. So flexible. Dapat agile ka to just
to survive.
To survive. Yes, yes, yes.
Oo.
So, Chef, our first question is, so how has 2021 been like for you? Personally,
Wow.
work-wise?
2021 has been a mixed bag for us. No? As head of F&B of the MFT Group, we have F&B holdings not only here in the Philippines, but all across the world, especially in Asia. We also have restaurants in Singapore and Vietnam. If you guys have been tuned into international news, you would notice na, for example, si Vietnam, first time pa lang na magkaroon ng big surge in COVID. Diba?
Yes.
So, and even si Singapore, all of a sudden, the new variants were more prevalent. So what happened was we had to adjust as a team. And good thing, I don't want to say it's a good thing, but no, the Philippines already has experience with this handling it 2020 pa lang. So we were able to share our resources, our learnings from 2020, and we were able to develop systems and programs and if you may call it a playbook that we can use na even in our different countries. So kung ano yung mga learnings namin dito nagamit doon. But of course here in Manila nagkaroon na ng second lockdown, remember?
Yes.
Around alam ko ito sa around second, third week of March if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So here, again, we just had to follow the pattern of last year where we converted completely to delivery, to takeout, and at least now, the learning curve was faster. We were able to adopt a little bit quicker. Yun.
Okay. So, Chef, when did you join MFT? And tell us a little bit more about the company you work for.
Oh, okay. The MFT Group is a private equity group, based in BGC. Now, when you say private equity, we specialize in helping next generation businesses thrive and survive. To put it simply, kunwari, meron kang minana na business from your parents or grandparents, tapos hirap ka, kunwari, wala ka naman alam sa logistics, minana mong business is logistics. So, that is where the MFT Group comes in. We help these businesses. We have our wonderful shared services program wherein kami ang bahala tumulong sa legal nyo, HR nyo, and everything else, and a little bit of funding to help you thrive and survive, especially now during these times. I joined the company around 3 years ago. I think turning 4 years na. I was one of the, not naman the first, pero one of the most tenured na rin employees of MFT Group. When we started off, yung the F&B division, we wanted to make sure that this division would be the first ones to grow rapidly internationally. Kasi yun ang madali in-out, di ba? But let's say when you go to Singapore, Vietnam, madaling sabihin, maglalagay ako ng restaurant dyan. Di ba? It's the easiest one to mount and has the most accessibility.
Okay.
So yun po.
Okay. And before MFT, you were, where were you working?
Well, not really working, but I was an entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur. My whole life, I had my own restaurant in Quezon City and other parts of the metro. Right now, I still have my restaurant. However, being head of the F&B division of the MFT Group has been really lovely process for me as a businessman because natuto ako all of a sudden to work within a bigger structure. Diba? It really has evolved me and helped me become a better leader and a better, not only leader but follower. Kasi ngayon, I have to make sure that everything is running smoothly within the organization. And again, as mentioned, because of our support groups, our shared services, laking tulong the synergizing with other departments.
Okay.
Oh, so what happened to your businesses when you joined MFT?
Well, ano naman yan eh. It's the same thing like now. During the whole pandemic, I wasn't able to go abroad to check on the other MFT restaurants. Kasi diba, strict lockdown, strict yung flights and everything. It's about management of your people. Management meaning you have to empower them.
Okay.
You have to trust them. You have to trust them and make sure that the learnings and the teachings that you give them is enough for them to thrive even without you physically being there. Kasi if your system is not replicable in any way, that means very self-centered yung system mo na gagana lang yan dahil sa'yo. Hindi pwede ganon, di ba? These systems have to run even without you. Kahit magbakasyon ka ng 2 buwan, bigla, kunwari gusto mo mag-honeymoon or whatever, di ba? These systems have to run without you. And that is one thing that is good within the structure nga of what we are in dito sa MFT Group. So my restaurants, they're self-sufficient naman and they've been running even with me, with the MFT Group already.
Okay, that's good to know.
How did you learn? How did you come about maybe honing your skills in management, especially when running a big group like the MFT company, while at the same time managing your own restaurant at that? How did you learn? Is it because you were an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, or through the years?
I'll be completely honest. What happened was I had to learn the hard way, meaning I've had successes, I've had failures. My longest restaurant now is 13 years old.
Wow.
In Quezon City. Pero if people get surprised when I tell them that I'm actually a philosophy major. I graduated with a degree in philosophy. So paano ako natuto sa business? I had to do business myself. As in, kailangan ko magnegosyo, I learned. I got to integrate some of those learnings also within the bigger company structure that I'm in now. So yun ang naging parang natural progression. And yung kagandahan within the company now, baliktad usually people start first as an employee, di ba?
Yeah.
And then eventually, nagiging entrepreneur sila, nagsasarili. Ako baliktad. I started as an entrepreneur and then now as an employee, ang ganda bigla ng learnings na nabibigay sa akin to really hone my skills. And I'm also agile enough to be able to run the business like na parang akin talaga siya.
Okay.
Kasi entrepreneur mindset, even as an employee, there's a term for that Parang employee-preneur. Parang gano'n. Parang kasi yung pag-alaga mo sa work mo, it's like it's your own your own baby.
Okay. So interesting, no? Philosophy to entrepreneur. But ako curious, philosophy to culinary. Di ba? Paano yon? How did you make that jump?
May mga pa-Jean Paul Sartre ba dyan? Existentialism.
It's always been, ever since college, just quickly lang, background about it. Kahit sa college pa lang kasi, mahilig na ako sa mga extracurricular activities. So when I graduated from college, hindi ako nag-career track ng philosophy. Usually po philosophy, pag lawyer ka, lawyer
pre-law.
or
Yeah.
Oo, so pre-law yan or pre-divinity, mamimili ka
Oh.
So, because I was really active in orgs and all that when I graduated from college. Nag-events in a big multinational company for 2 months lang. It wasn't me. As in, it really wasn't my thing. It wasn't my calling. The day I resigned, from corporate. There was a flyer for a culinary school on my wiper. Ganun siya. Walang planning or anything. Pagtingin ko ng flyer, ano to? Then I went straight to that culinary school. The rest is history. That's how I became a chef.
Oh, tell us about your food.
Oh, yeah. I mean, pero before that, were you influenced by a family member? Did you always love to cook?
I would dabble in cooking. I would say na I loved it before. Pero na-realize ko, kunwari, may tuturo lang sa akin yung lola ko, lalo na may first restaurant was Filipino eh. Pag tinikman ko, parang, okay, nakakaya ko na yung ginagawa ni lola, ganyan. Parang kumbaga sa piano yung widow,
Yes.
yung parang nakakapa ko. So sabi ko, maybe may future ako dito. So that's why I pursued it.
Okay.
I don't want to say I'm a quick study. Sometimes it takes time for me to absorb info and be able to use it. Pero right now, kunwari, within the corporate setting that I'm in now, within the MFT Group, you have to learn a lot quickly. Like, ano yung mga nuances when, for example, MFT Singapore, anong ugali ng mga tao doon? Ibang-iba sa Filipino. Iba rin sa Vietnam.
Tama.
Diba? So it's not just the business practices, but also the cultural differences between these countries that have been very helpful. Like in Vietnam, the brand that we run there is Salad Stop. We own the master franchise of Salad Stop in Vietnam. So in Vietnam, the biggest challenge there is mahilig na talaga sila sa gulay. Kasi yung gulay nila is very Asian, di ba? So how do you make them understand, wait, masarap din yung all these other salads that are out there, not just Asian. Pero unti-unti namin. A part of our menu is very leaning towards Asian flavors. Then the other part of the menu naman, yung towards Western flavors. So may integration. Kumbaga may konting educational part so that people understand, okay, this is what we're trying to do.
Okay. Sige. Parang very interesting yung work ni Chef, no? Francine?
Yeah. Let's learn more about his job. But before that, let's pause for a break muna from our sponsors. And we're back, and this is PairFect. I'm with Dina Ventura. I'm Francine Marquez, and we're talking to Chef Ed Bugia of MFT Group of Companies. So, Chef, with the pandemic that has happened, are you seeing what trends have you seen that were brought about by the pandemic?
Ma'am, that's a fantastic question.
Fantastic talaga.
That we notice not only here but also abroad.
Yes.
Oo nga eh.
People have been looking into healthier options. Naging number one is health is wealth.
Oh, yes.
Because health is wealth, a lot of people all of a sudden have been looking into what are we putting into our bodies to have more, kumbaga, resistensya against yung mga virus and maybe future pandemics that might happen. So, a lot of plant-based products are being put forward, no? Yung mga vegan, vegetarian menu items. Yung mga gluten-free items. stuff that are really it's a more conscious effort of what you put into your body.
Yeah, so true, no? Everybody wants to be healthier nowadays. So, Chef,
Yes.
ikaw naman, you're known for Filipino comfort food and vegan dishes. Tell us a little bit more about that. And do you have a signature dish? If so, pakigutom sa amin. Give us a little
Ano naman ang
description.
mga dishes mo,
No.
kahit adjectives na lang.
Oh.
No, my original restaurant, the one in Quezon City. Ano yan? My claim to fame there was we invented yung a dish that's popular now that can be seen in most restaurants in the metro, yung kare-karing bagnet. Nag-invento niyan years ago.
Yan.
Oo, nung 2008, ginawa na namin yan. It's one of our best, most well-known dishes. However, now, ito nga, ang aming pinaka-signature, we have our flagship restaurant ng MFT Group sa BGC, no? Sa BGC. It's called Mimi and Bros.
Yes.
Mimi, because, ito, gusto ko continuing namin kung bakit Mimi and Bros.
Oo, sige.
They're like, parang peculiar naman yung name nila, diba? Mimi is actually the nickname of our CEO, si Mika Tan of the MFT Group. So, Mimi and Bros. Kasi ang dami niyang kapatid na lalaki, yung mga brothers niya.
Okay.
So, Mimi and Bros. So, di ba, it's a fun, playful name na parang we want everyone to feel at home whenever they come to Mimi and Bros. Our signature dish there is buttermilk fried chicken. Pag natikman mo yung fried chicken namin, mapapano kayo parang, wow, what have I been missing my whole life? Ganito pala dapat.
Oh, wow.
Chicken,
Wow.
na malupit, na masarap. That is our signature. That's our signature. Sabi nyo, takamin ko kayo eh.
Oo nga.
Chef,
We have great burgers, great fried chicken sandwiches, pero end of the day, our signature is still our burger.
Ah, the burger.
Sorry, our fried chicken.
Okay.
Is still our fried chicken.
The buttermilk fried chicken.
Oo.
Yeah.
Anong mga sidings nun, Chef?
Ay, nako, my personal favorite,
Ano ba yan?
is we make a really good corn pudding. So parang siyang
Look at
savory
that.
na flan na may corn. Yan, that's one of our favorites.
Oh
also,
my
yung aming
goodness.
Korean cheesy fried chicken. Our
Sarap.
cheesy.
Grabe, look at that.
Oh my goodness. Uwian na tayo. Tapos na ang show. Grabe, ang sarap. Nanalo na si Chef Edward. Grabe, ang sarap ng
So, aside from fried chicken, so Mimi and Bros, we also have ribs. No? Masarap ang ribs.
Grabe ka, chef.
Sabi yan. Yung ginawa namin sa chicken, ginawa rin namin sa ribs yan, yung may Korean na spices, may cheese.
Oh, wow.
Ay.
Ito sa seasonal product. Pero we always rotate. Now, one of our best sellers na special is yung aming fried chicken with cheese gravy. Imagine, imbes na gravy na normal.
Grabe.
Oo.
namin.
Pero
Tapos
Korean
binubuhos
yun
namin.
Oh, look at that.
Oo. Grabe. Wala na. Hindi na tayo magtatanong. Titingin na lang tayo sa mga
Yan.
pictures.
That's our burger.
Oh, they,
Our double smash burger. Yan.
Double
Yung mga
smashed.
beef platter na to. We call that our, yung nakita mo yung maraming meat doon, yung may chicken, may ribs, we call
Yes.
that our dad box.
yeah.
Dad box, so parang we launched it on Father's Day, but you can
Yeah.
order it anytime. We deliver it sa mga bahay. Kasi ngayon, everyone has to be, delivery friendly na rin, di ba?
True. Which brings me to my next question. Kasi, di ba, food business and Mimi and Bros. When did it open and was it during the pandemic or before pa? And how did you adjust if that's the case?
I know, we've been open for we celebrated our third anniversary last March. No?
Okay.
Ano na rin kami, matagal na rin, 3 years na rin. Our adjustment has really been number one. Aside, we did delivery and takeout, we focused on that. However, yung pinakamagandang adjustment yata for me, medyo biased ako dito dahil ang ganda ng program na to. We established a Park and Munch program. Yung Park and Munch is kasi we have a huge parking lot sa tabi namin sa BGC. Parada ka lang din sa parking lot, you go to Facebook, sa aming Facebook Messenger, and then automatic na yun, you can order and then take the option Park and Munch yung servers namin yung lalapit sa'yo. So, kung sino kayo kumain para safe. Kumbaga, you're within your personal bubble pa rin. That is
Okay.
our part and lunch.
Okay, great idea.
Oo nga eh.
Yeah.
So, parang it's really all about being creative. Yung parang it's really testing your
Yes.
creativity as a restaurateur.
We also went to frozen retail eh. Kasi aside from Park and Munch, yung mga iba naman hindi pa rin umalis ng bahay.
Yes.
So yung mga iba namin bestseller, like yung mga mini corn dogs namin, frozen. You can buy it again through our Facebook Messenger or through mga partner namin na aggregators and frozen Manila.
I see.
Yeah.
But talaga you have to think of how to get
So,
your...
of course, how do you maintain the fresh corn dog kasi, di ba? Parang medyo tricky yan.
Hindi,
Vacuum
maganda
sealed
yung
or what?
R&D namin yan. Pagka kasi we cooked it already, then we blast freeze it para mabilisan frozen siya.
Yeah.
Tapos, pagdating sa bahay, nasa iyo, kung gusto nyo iprito ulit, or kung may pagka-healthy ka, gusto mo i-oven lang or toaster lang, masarap na siya.
Gotta try.
Good freshness talaga.
Sabi ka, patayan namin kayo.
Oh, chef.
Corn dogs lang pala.
Chef, paano yung pero what are the health protocols that you're implementing in amongst your team right now sa mga restaurants?
I'm part actually of the board of Resto PH, no? Resto PH is this, newly formed association, newly meaning we started last year, 2020. We formed this restaurant association within the metro that can actually, it acts as a support group, for all of the restaurants in Manila. Now, one of the things na pinupush namin is safety of our restaurant. We have standards, meaning lahat talaga yung mga health protocols yung pagpasok, yung talaga nagpapalit ng damit, temperature checks, and everything. And then, pati pag-uwi, kailangan bago umuwi lahat, sanitize everything, and all that. And we make sure we coordinate with all of our LGUs to be able to get a safety seal. All of us have, most of us right now have safety seals courtesy of our LGUs to accredit us and say, pumasa to sa LGUs, maximum, kundi man na nga minimum maximum health standards para our customers feel safe also.
Oh, that's very important
Chef,
now.
gusto ko ngayon malaman, paano ba, what's the status of maybe the restaurant people or as far as you know, in terms of vaccination?
Nag-roll out na last month with A4, di ba? Kasama ang mga restaurant frontliners at A4. It's been very tricky lang kasi most of the LGUs have started rolling them out at a proper pace naman. Problem is, most of the LGUs have announced recently yung second dose yung baka ma-delay. But we're being optimistic naman. We're being optimistic na by the time na mag-second dose yung mga namin, yung mga staff, nakarating na. Kasi almost every week naman may parating tayo na na mga vaccine, no? So we're being optimistic, no worry.
So may staff pala kayo din nag-first dose na, no?
Yes, almost all.
Okay, that's good.
If I'm not mistaken, 95% of our
Wow.
staff have already
Great.
have taken their first doses. Siguro yung mga hindi lang nakapag first dose na ng vaccine sa amin, it's yung mga, let's say, nasa probinsya pala on the day na na-schedule sila, stuff like that. So we've been guiding them on how to go about it with their own respective LGUs. But close to 100% na po na aming staff has received their first
Ang
dose.
galing.
Mga around 10% nakapag second dose na yung mga nakakuha sa mga sarili na ng LGU.
That's good. Para very reassuring.
What do you think that would be a bigger impact in terms of people becoming more confident about
Dining out.
diba, yung big boost
So definitely,
sa restaurant
the
business?
vaccine, and not only that, it's also not for our customers, but for our staff also.
Yeah.
Kasi
Tama.
pumapasok sila eh.
Tama.
They have to be safe also.
What about you, Chef? What kind of work do you do in a day? Ano ba yung routines mo?
My routine is, dati, almost every day mix na may office work and punta sa restaurant. Now, nasa schedule ko na once or twice a week na lang yung rota ko sa restaurant and sa aming mga commissary. A lot of it is now coordination. Parang kumbaga, may central HQ ako at home, may office. So may home office ako. To coordinate, kasi nga international yung namin yung
Yeah.
ng MFT Group. So we have to coordinate this properly. This pandemic has been an all hands on deck kind of situation eh. Kumbaga, hindi ka pwede petics, not a single day ka kailangan pumetics. Dapat everyday aware ka, alert. Pag may isang staff ka nagka-symptoms, galaw ka agad. Ganun eh. Ganun yung kilos natin.
So, para siyang, no? Para kang nasa dike, kailangan punuan lahat ng butas na nangyayari. Ganun siguro. Yeah.
So, Chef, what is it like to be the head of the F&B division of MFT?
Oh, what sort of stress? How do you handle
Anong
the
stress
daily
levels ba yan?
Are you,
Stress eating na ba yan?
Hindi, or...
It would be selfish of me to say na na ako lang yung nasa stress during this pandemic. Everyone is stressed. I saw this very beautiful statement na everyone is working from home. So, di ba, okay dapat, di ba, parang sarap ng buhay. But people have to understand, everyone is working from home during a pandemic. So, ibang-iba pa rin yung sitwasyon. The stress levels are there. But because of our team, I really believe in teamwork eh. No? Kasi I know parang gas pag. But kahit hindi kita sa build or sa size ko, mahilig ko sa sports.
Oh.
I team sports. Like, I play a lot of basketball.
Wow.
Nung mas bata-bata ako, nagsa-soccer pa ako or football. Kung may isang hindi okay kasi within the team, mahirapan kayo sa whole eh. So you really have to lift everyone up, tulungan talaga kayo. So that's the only way to survive this pandemic. You're only as strong as your weakest link. You're only as good as the last dish you served eh. So kailangan consistency. So ngayon, sabi ko nga, some of my small businesses have closed down during the pandemic. To be honest, not within the MFT Group, but yung mga independent ko na business. Ang lagi ko na lang pananaw dito, and this is something I share with most of my friends within the restaurant industry, bata pa tayo, we can rebuild after. Diba? We can rebuild. Yun na lang lagi namin sinasabi, let's rebuild after this pandemic. Steady lang tayo, keep healthy.
Oh, good advice.
I guess that's a good advice for all the entrepreneurs who really suffer, who were also vulnerable during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Until now, a lot of them.
Marami pa rin, di ba? Marami pa rin mga
Oo.
businesses na medyo not on the profitable side.
Stable.
Yeah.
Stability you're getting there pa lang kasi the economy is just starting to open up again, and then yung vaccination nga is making people more confident to go out again. But we're not there yet, di ba?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yun. Kaya maganda yung mga sinasabi mo, Chef. It's very inspiring, I'm sure, to viewers who are in the same boat.
Did you ever teach, Chef?
Yeah. I actually taught before. I taught in culinary school. Kaya when people ask me, ano ba yung specialty mo? Sabi ko, I'm flexible enough to offer a wide range of cuisines and supervise it because pag culinary school teacher ka, kailangan alam mo lahat ng cuisine. So, di ba, like for example nga, di ba, we own the master franchise of Salad Stop in Vietnam. Kahit nasabihin mo in Vietnam, yung salad is already franchise naman yan eh. Siyempre, it's making sure it comes together properly. Same way sa Singapore naman. Yung ano naman namin doon, yung business namin is yung La Lola Churreria.
Oh, yes. Churros.
As much as we say, isa lang yung recipe naman dito at saka doon. Buti na lang, yun nga, may culinary background ako. Pagpunta doon, may kita ko kagad may slight adjustment na hindi mapapansin. Like, iba yung chocolate dito sa Singapore. So, iba yung lasa niya, yung melting niya. Iba yung harina dito. Mas maalsa siya. Or minsan, hindi kasing alsa. Diba? So, these are things na laking tulong that I have culinary experience. But, again, yung team pa rin yung mag-execute. So,
Tama.
I still have to make everyone understand it. And talagang tulungan kami lahat.
Okay. Wow. So, I'm interested. Kasi parang listening to you, Chef, I'm thinking about your career path. Kasi, di ba sabi mo, philosophy, and then you ended up in an entrepreneur. Di ba? And we've interviewed, we've interviewed mga chefs in the past, and it's really the passion for food that drives them. And then, yun yung path na chinus nila. And for you, you're in this type of business now. What are you proudest of when you look back at what you've achieved so far?
Siguro, I'm very, medyo cheesy tong sagot ko, but I'm always whenever we get to open a new concept, to be honest, a new concept and a new branch, be it personally or within the MFT group. One of my proudest moments, yung mayak-iyak ako, was we actually opened a second branch of salad shop in Vietnam in the middle of the pandemic. Kumbaga, lahat ng meeting namin was via Zoom lang, di ba? Via lang, tawag sa kanila, via Viber. Para libre, di ba? Viber to Viber. Parang, guys, kamusta yung construction dyan? Aabot ba tayo sa opening? Kasi mag-aabot tayong feng shui, yung mga ganyan. Kamusta kayo dyan, ganyan. Maluha-luha ako nung nag-opening kami. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, it's the first time we were able to open a store remotely without us, yung team namin, getting to fly there and help. And sobrang proud ako sa team namin doon. Isipin mo, without the management team being able to fly and help out. Nila. So, diba, that's something, And look, guys, I'll be honest. Ang daming barriers dyan, like language barrier, minsan hindi nagkakaintindihan. So, kunwari, diba, yung ako yung may experience sa construction. But, buti na lang, we have one of our managers there na marunong rin sa construction, so I didn't have to fly there anymore. So, it was one of our proudest moments as a company, that we were able to do that. Plus, ito guys, the MFT Group, sa kabutihang palad, we have been blessed. Wala kaming kinailangang i-let go na employee during the whole pandemic. No? So, kasi alam natin na we need each other right now. We need each other's help and support. So, we're really working harder. As in, harder than ever before. It's more stressful, yes. It's more parang nakakalbo na ako sa stress talaga everyday. But, at the end of the day, what's the goal Na lahat tayo still employed. We still get to give employment to all of our employees. No, na talagang para makatulong rin sila sa kanilang mga pamilya at mga kamag-anak. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's an accomplishment talaga.
Yun yung not so secret ingredient, hard work. Hard work talaga and love for your
hard work
also.
And malasakit talaga. Malasakit sa both the employees and the company as a whole.
I agree.
Yes. Pero mabalik muna tayo sa mga pagkain. We're going to ask Chef again about, of course, one of the things that you've always been advocating, of course, is parang promoting Filipino cuisine. And what we'd like to ask is, how do you try to maintain the essence of Filipino cuisine in your cooking? But before you answer that, we'll pause for a break.
Manong Joe po.
At Ate Maita,
Ngayong Hunyo, bahagyang tumaas ng 8 centavos per kilowatt hour ang overall electricity rates. Ito'y dahil sa dagdag singil sa WESM.
alam niyo ba, pwede kayong i-update ng Meralco sa text or sa email gaya ni Sarah G. Sisendan kayo ng advanced updates tulad ng upcoming bill details. Di na kayo kakaba-kaba sa paghihintay ng bills. At anumang mangyari sa bill, masira, mabasa, o mawala, no problem. To get updates, i-update ang inyong contact information sa Facebook Messenger, meralco.com.ph, email, hotline 16211 o Meralco Business Centers.
Handa kami makapag-ugnayan sa inyo para makapaghatid ng mas mabuti, mabilis, at pagkinhawang serbisyo.
Hanggang sa susunod na
Meralco Advisory.
Hatch something big. The all-new Honda City hatchback with 4 seating modes. Utility mode, long mode, tall mode, refresh mode. The all-new City hatchback. Hatch more life.
The tiny green.
We're having a little, ulit, technical problem.
Yes, chef. Yes, I was asking you.
Nawala yung audio eh.
Oh nga, I was asking you about how do you try to push your advocacy for promoting Filipino cuisine, maybe in your restaurants or in the communities that you circulate with.
Okay, Filipino cuisine, no, personally, it shouldn't be just, something that you put in a restaurant. You don't need a Filipino restaurant to promote Filipino cuisine. It's really the influences and the flavors that you integrate into your menu. For example, what's one of the most popular dishes that we have in the country right now? Sisig, di ba? Eh, paano ka maglalagay ng sisig kung yung restaurant mo, fried chicken, di ba? Yung minion fruits, fried chicken. So what we did was, we get the techniques, we get the flavors, then we made a fried chicken sisig.
Aha! Okay, di ba?
Clever.
Creative.
So it's really done as a creativity.
Oo. My God.
Oo.
Grabe yun
That's constantly what you do, chef. You have to think of ways to present new ideas in terms of dishes and food.
Yes, and being innovative, correct.
Okay. All right. So, Francine, maybe we can proceed to the show and tell portion.
Yes.
So, chef can talk more about food and lalo tayong tatakamin.
Oo nga eh. So, we've lined up some photos that we stole from your social media accounts unknowingly.
Grabe nga eh.
Pero public
Grabe nga eh.
naman.
Mga ilang taon na yung mga ibang photos.
So, let's have the first photograph. Yan.
Ayan. Looking good.
Mentor.
Looking good, looking good. One of my favorite K-dramas, yung Start-up. Diba? I bought the shirt there, yung Mentor. Na-inspire ako. Alam mo bakit ako na-inganyo manood niya? Because of all the food there. They would always show na kumakain sila ng yung mga kimchi stew.
Ayan.
Yung mga ganyan, no? So, yeah. That's why I got inspired to watch it.
Next photo?
Winner. Ano naman to? Mike.
Oo.
Hindi, yung
Ano yan?
Toy, it's, one of my favorite rappers. Alam ko mukha akong katawa-tawa, pero yung favorite music genre ko, hip-hop. Hip-hop, rap, R&B.
Sinong favorite?
So, that's ito, yung favorite ko, kung kaya natin si The Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie. So, yan.
The rapping chef.
Hindi ako nag-rap.
Sayang.
Oo naman.
Okay.
Sige, next.
Oh, work.
Works mo.
Ayan, one of my days na working. It is one of the things that we fully integrated into our restaurants, both here and abroad, no? And all of our brands under the MFT Group. We have been fast-tracking ourselves going to completely digital. Now, digital meaning yung aming transactions, we make sure that pwedeng lahat online, no?
Oh, learning talaga for most
Constant
people.
learning. Next photo.
Uy, cute!
That's our puppy. Ito, no, yung because of ako, side story, sobrang ganda ng timing. What happened was, kami ng wife ko, kinasal kami right after the Taal eruption and right before the lockdown ng pandemic.
Oh my, 2020.
2020. So sobrang parang biniyayaan kami ng Diyos na within 1 week makapagpakasal na kami. Kaya na, pakasal na kayo. That means, and after that, we've been at home the whole time. Siyempre, nakaka-stress. We just live in a tiny condo. And eventually, a friend of ours said, "Uy, may binibenta kaming puppy, as in maliit pa and all, baka you want." Alam mo, naging super stress reliever sa amin ito. Kasi na kulog kami mag-asawa sa condo for more than a year now.
Grabe.
Na having a baby puppy to take care of. Sobrang it's been a blessing for us. Yeah.
Nakakatuwa.
Cute!
Oo nga.
Gigigil ako.
Ano ba yun? Ano siya?
Anong breed?
Anong breed?
It's a corgi. His name is Bronny. Bronny the corgi.
Ah,
Yan ang
cute.
social media account niya, Bronny the corgi.
Meron siyang sariling social media.
Ayun. Mas marami pa yung views sa akin sa TikTok. Marami libo-libo.
Ang cute naman.
Eh, ang cute oh. Para talaga siyang very smart, no? Yung eyes niya.
Sige. Next photo.
Ooh. Food.
This is This is a very wonderful program we did at Minion Bros. No, we had the perfect, we had the perfect pairing with Patron, Patron tequila. So we paired some of their cocktails made out of tequila with our food. No? So sobrang ganda ng naging program natin. Tapos shot during the pandemic. So it was fun na nakatulong rin sa amin to give a jump start rin sa aming business.
Alam mo, one of the trends that I saw that happened during the pandemic was that people were drinking, but drinking in the sense that they were discovering all kinds of drinks, alcohol, diba, spirits,
Yes.
and then we're also learning how to pair it with food. Kasi, diba,
Yes.
with
Yeah.
all the deliveries and all from their favorite
Correct.
restos.
Kasi people have learned to appreciate alcohol better because hindi tulad dati na tara, walwal, ngayon wala nang parties eh.
Oo,
So they've been appreciating the nuances and the flavors of alcohol na bagay sa mga kinakain nila.
Oo. At saka yung mga Zoom drinking, na drinks lang kayo and then talk, really, diba? It's really to enjoy the drink. Yeah. So,
Correct.
next. Oh, that's it.
Speaking of that, yung drinking and eating, parang nowadays kasi people are eating at home more. So parang you really have to also have some variety in your meals, di ba?
Totoo yan.
Parang dati, parang, sige, kahit adobo ka buong week pag uwi mo from work or something. Now, parang gusto mo na that's the kind of adventure you have nowadays eh.
Saka with more because of the deliveries, diba? Parang you can have more options from your favorite restaurants.
Well, so thank you, Chef, for a very delicious afternoon.
Yeah, maybe some parting
Oh, thank
words.
you.
Some parting words with regards to your learnings about the restaurant business and being a chef in a time of pandemic.
Well, first of all, ladies, I want to thank you for having me over to represent the F&B division of the MFT Group. It's been a wonderful interview session. It was fun. Di ko napansin na almost 1 hour na tayo.
Oo nga.
Diba? Siguro, my lesson for everyone, all the entrepreneurs, the new restaurateurs here in Manila, don't lose hope. Mahirap talaga magnegosyo ngayon. Paano pa for those na yung mga bago? Paano kami ng mga matagal na nagbe-business, hirap na hirap. Paano pa yung mga bago, di ba? So, don't lose hope. We are all young. We can rebuild. Yan ang what I always tell people. We're young enough to rebuild. Kung if we encounter closures, we have to close down businesses. Huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa or gana na magnegosyo. We can do this again. Diba? Walang pumipigil sa atin. Right now, prioritize everything, your family safety, your health, and your loved ones, security right now. Because the pandemic can hit anytime, anywhere. Hindi porket vaccinated na kayo, immune na kayo completely. No? So, always be conscious. Yun ang sinasabi namin. Kasi if you're conscious about it, that's the only way our economy as a whole will be able to be revived and jumpstart.
Okay.
Thank you, Chef. Ang daming mga inspiring food for thoughts.
Yeah.
Ganda na na.
Yes, Chef.
Inspired.
Diba? So,
Once again, thank you very much, everyone, for watching this afternoon's PairFect. Thank you, Chef Ed Bugia.
Chef,
I am Dina Ventura.
and I'm Francine Marquez.
See you again next week.
Thank you.